Okay, it's working. Do a little test here. Can people hear me? Test, test, test. Yes, people can hear me. That's great. All right, let's do this. Hope everyone's doing great today. I know we're going to have some people that are going to chime in here momentarily. Yes, I do love this. What's up, Beckett? Or I'm going to love this racket. You love this thing. Oh, this racket. I thought you meant like doing these live streamings because I also do like these too. Yeah, I'm super excited because I just played a tournament and my doubles partner, he was here and he saw all the rackets that I still have to review and he picked up this one. He's like, I love this racket. I didn't even play with it and I know I would love it. Like he was literally holding it. He didn't stop holding it in his hand for like 10 days. Like all he wanted to do was just play with this racket, but I did not let him for obvious reasons because I need to be the first to touch it and play with it and review it. What's up, Rafa? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I saw you grinded some like 30K on the bike, man. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been a while since I've done one of these lives. I've been busy working. I haven't even posted that many videos either. Just because I've been busy. But that's life. We are back. Yeah, it needs to go the other way. $66K on Sunday, man. That's crazy. Honestly, well done. You're grinding. Your legs are going to be huge. One thing that I'm already noticing about this racket that is quite unique compared to the other Tecnifibre rackets is the grip is totally different. Like I did not like when I did the TF40, I did not like that. I didn't review the T-Fights, but I played with them. And I didn't like the grip on those either. And yeah, the grip on this it's different. So I don't know if they changed it or what the hell's going on there, but it feels way better. And yeah, well, it will be interesting to see how this plays. I think it's gonna have a lot more pop than what I've been used to using, but we shall see. It will be fun to play test for sure. Oh, I can't. This is such a interesting way to have the string down at the end, actually. I did it backwards. So I have to put it in this way. Don't mind me, guys, just a little screw up there. There we go. We got 10 people on. How's everybody doing? Where are you tuning in from? Always nice to have some new, old faces, returning faces. Beckett, I don't know if Beckett is still on here. I so wanted to do the Stanley Park Open this year, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't like, I was thinking about doing it, like I was thinking about it last month, but I don't even know what it is now. I totally forget. But I was talking to somebody about it today, and I was just saying how good of a tournament it is. I should definitely do it one of these times. Hi, Rich. Is this the 98? Frig. Yes, it is the 98. It is 305, 16, 19, 98. It's definitely a cool looking racket. Like, that's one thing that I'll give Tecnifibre props to is like the way their rackets are visually are definitely, they definitely push it. Like, it's different. Like this whole, like the way the bumper and the grommets are way different. I like that. I like companies that try and be a little bit different. Like I feel like within their racket lines too, they're all like different. And obviously with the other brands, it's like that too, but like, I don't know, sometimes brands can be like, it's just so boring. Like, I don't know. Like if Tecnifibre ever approached me and was like, hey, we sponsor you, I'd be like, woo! All right, bet. I would just need to pick a racket then to play with, but that would be hard because I love the blade right now. The organization was terrible. Holy shit. Why? Normally it's ran pretty well. I do understand though that it is a super large event. We have an event that's really similar here. It's called the NS Open. And it doesn't like have the same point value or anything, but like the tournament is like a week long and they literally have like 100 different events. They have like, of course, all like the opens and they have all the juniors, but then it's like, they have like Century Mixed and they have all the Masters divisions and they have like mother-daughter and father-uncle and great-uncle and you know, like all these BS divisions that just take up a lot of time. So I'm wondering if that's why it gets ran poorly, just because there's so much or so many matches that need to be played. And then of course they have all the, like the 2.0, the 3.0, the 3.5, 3.5 mixed doubles. Like there's so many categories you can play. So honestly, from a tournament director standpoint, that would actually be hell. And probably if it's ran poorly, then it wouldn't be fun as a player, but. See, I wish I could take the camera right now off of the tripod and show you like, this is what I mean, like, probably, you definitely can't see from here, but the grommets are very different compared to most rackets. Like, where they have the tie-offs is very thick. Like, it's very pronounced. I think that's kind of neat. Kind of smart, actually. I think it would be probably, actually, I don't know how you would replace those because you surely wouldn't be able to, you probably have to do it from the outside, I'm guessing. Or you just don't replace these rackets with grommets, you just get a new racket. A bunch of the draws were 128, which was nuts, but they didn't communicate delays at all. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, that's not always great. Like, we had a delay in the tournament that I was playing this past weekend, and like, it was super shit as a player because I ended up having to play 4 matches in one day, and then like, kind of destroyed myself for the final day a little bit, but it was communicated well, and like, there was nothing we could really do about it. And if it's delayed, it sucks, but then if it's delayed and like, not communicated and ran poorly, like, that's really shit. Guys, we have the National Bank opening happening right now. By far the worst Masters 1000 in the whole world. And the WTA 1000 worst by far. I'm not afraid to say that. I think it's terrible. Don't tell anybody from Tennis Canada that I said that. But nobody ever comes to the tournaments anymore. Like, who wants to come to these tournaments? Like, I feel like when you just watch the tournament, like, on TV, like, you can tell it's like B tier compared to the other tournaments. And it makes me so mad. Because, like, I feel like Montreal and Toronto, great cities, like, they can put on a good tournament. And I feel like it's kind of getting worse or something. I don't know why, but, like, it just doesn't look great. Like, when you compare to even the Miami Open, like, they make that tournament look good. And they don't even play at a tennis venue. Like, I don't know, it looks kind of, the way they do it looks very ATP 500. And, like, I've been watching on TV, and they have, like, at least in Canada right now, I can't comment for the rest of North America or the world that's watching on TV, but, like, the commentating has been super shit. So bad. Like, normally we broadcast it and have, like, a network do it, and it's, like, not bad. Still not my favorite. But right now they're just pulling in, like, WTA TV and putting it on, like, the cable channel. Like, that's terrible. Like, commentate on it. Like, this is a big tournament here. Same for the ATP. I think they're just using Tennis TV, like, people that are commentating on that. It's like, come on, like, what's going on? I don't think that's necessarily a tournament issue. Maybe it is, but it definitely doesn't look great. But anyway, that's my rant with the National Bank Open. I think you're better off going to see, like, a challenger somewhere in Canada and, like, getting really close to some players and, like, watching for the whole tournament, and you spend way less, and the level's really not that big of a difference. Anyway, that's me. Yeah, we suck. It's been getting worse and worse. It's terrible. It's super shit. I'm so not afraid to say that. I think it is by far, landslide, the worst Masters and WTA 1000 event ever. I think it used to be better. It used to be better. And, like, I'm not saying we need to be better than Monte Carlo. Like, that's nicer than, like, the Slams. You know, like, that's insane venue. But I think we can do a lot better. Like, I don't know, they were showing, like, how it looked and stuff, like, on the grounds, and I was just like, I don't know how great that looked. Like, I didn't think it was very impressive. Like, and I don't know. Here I am judging a lot, but hey, I don't know. I just think I don't know. There's a reason why all these players are pulling out, you know? Like, of course, it's a really tough schedule throughout the year, and, like, people have, like, destroyed body parts right now from playing so much. But, like, if they're going to miss a tournament in this swing, they're all picking this one. So, you know what I mean? Like, they're not picking Washington. They're not picking Cincinnati. Some of them are going to play Winston-Salem. Like, I don't know. Some of them are still in Europe playing clay. Like, they could all come to this tournament. Anyway, I'm really shitting on the tournament now, but I just think it's not that great. I don't know. Be interesting to see what you all think. Sportsnet makes it worse too. Yeah, I mean, I actually think it was better with Sportsnet in the past years because they actually had real, like, I don't want to say real time because it is real time what they have right now, but, like, what they're doing right now for both of the channels, like, it's Tennis TV and it's WTA TV, and they're, like, probably, like, in some studio in Dubai or London or something, like, watching the match and commentating off it, because you can hear it, like, after the points play, the volume goes down and you hear them speak. Like, whereas if you're watching live commentating, like, you still hear the sounds in the stadium. and it's not a great, it's not great. Anyway, that's my rant. Also, just like I was in Toronto, like when Dennis was playing the other day, or there was actually a junior girl playing that I played nationals with. Her name's Kayla Cross. And like, the stadiums were empty. Like, really, really empty. Like, I know it's a first and second round, but like for Dennis playing like a night match, the start of the match, like I didn't watch it because like he was brutal. Wow, I'm so negative today. But like, I don't know, the stadiums were empty, I feel like in general over the last few days, and like, I don't know. We were doing so well, I think, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I actually like feel like there's people that run these friggin' big organizations that are like donkeys. Like they just don't know what they're doing, or they're not involved in sports. Like, I was speaking with someone that works for Tennis Canada now, and it's like a recent position that he got, and like I know him very well, and he was telling me about like the meetings that he has and stuff, and like how great of an experience it's been. He was telling me about the backgrounds of some of the people that are working for Tennis Canada, like very high up, and they're not even tennis people. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, some are from soccer, backgrounds of soccer, some are from rugby, and like, I understand if their approach is to learn from other sports and bring other people in to like kind of make tennis better from learning from other sports, but like, he was rattling through all these top people that are there, and I was like, none of these people play tennis. They don't even play tennis. Like, how can you run? I don't know. It kind of pissed me off, to be honest, because I'm like, I don't know, like, how are you going to run a good, like, let's just call it a business for the sake, or like Tennis Canada, how can you make it run smooth when like people are not even playing tennis and they run such a big organization? Like, you already know people that are running Hockey Canada, like, they've played hockey before, you know, like, or at least they know what's going on. Like, I feel like sometimes people in these big, they're just making stupid decisions. Like, there should be people that have insight of how tennis looks like, because then I feel like that trickles down and hurts tournaments like the ones that I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying, like, once again, I'm not saying Montreal and Toronto needs to be like Monte Carlo. That's impossible, and that's not even attainable. But to make it more like a Miami, to make it more like a Cincinnati, to make it like Cincinnati is so doable. That is a joke. Because Cincinnati is like that next level up, I think, but it's still not very special. But like, they should be striving to compete with like an Indian Wells vibe. I don't think they would ever get there or get that, but there's no reason why they can't do something like this. Anyway, that's my rant about all that stuff for now. Yes, the Moutet Racket, I'm doing that. It's gonna be sick. You can barely access most of the practice courts, and they've downgraded to a whole venue. At least Montreal, I don't know about Toronto. Interesting. I always personally enjoyed, you know what, I've actually never seen the tournament in person. I've been by the venues plenty of times. And I've flown over both of the venues. I like the Montreal one more. It seems more like a venue. But I could be wrong. Like, I've never like been to them in person. So, yeah, definitely frustrating. Because you want good tennis to come to your country like anybody would. That's weird. How this grommet works. I don't know if I am a fan of this. Should go right through. Weird. This is so strange, guys. The grommet, this extra little piece that I was talking about, there's like a space in between the frame and the string is going inside of the frame, which is so weird. Weird. Because I can stick the awl right through it. There we go. That was weird. Yep, stringing this with restring sync, because this is the string that is my favorite to do demos with, because it really doesn't give you much, so you really feel everything in the racket. So yeah, that's why we're using this bad boy. Yeah, guys, that's what we're using here. 52 actually. I've started stringing a little tighter again. I was really low for a while. I did the low tension video back a few months ago. And then I settled at 50, and then now it's been really hot, and I'm struggling with the low tension. And you know what the crazy thing is a lot of the kids right now, like a lot of the younger juniors that play like a really good level, they're using really low. Like I was talking to a couple kids or juniors the other week, like it was like a month ago now, I guess, and they're using like low 40s, like 42, like, and this is funny because I did a video about this and like low tensions, how great they are, and they are great. I just, for me, I can't play a match with it. I don't know why. I can hit with it, I can rally with it, I can coach with it, I can train with it, but for some reason when it comes to a match on like a hotter day, I could not vibe with it at all. Yeah, but one kid, 40, 42, and that's really impressive for the juniors. I think it's, if I could do it all over again, I would probably go lower, like when I was starting juniors and stuff. But now I'm kind of like set my way a little bit as far as like match play goes, and for like the string setup that I'm using, it just feels better at a higher tension. Like Tourline strings don't play great at a low tension either, in my experience. I feel like a low tension string that would play well, for example, is this, the restring sync. Like really control oriented strings feel better at a low tension because they have those control properties. But softer strings, whew, like they're hitting back fence every time. Hitting back fence every time. Yeah, but back to the tournament, the National Bank. Oops. Jeannie Bouchard retiring. So many people literally asked for that, which is really sad. A lot of people are really hard on her. They've always been hard on her, which I like. You know, I never really understood. You know, I understand you want a Canadian to do well, but at the same time, it's like, let someone live their life. Like, everybody should be allowed to do it their way. And if that is making number 5 in the world in a Grand Slam final, and then you're loaded and you're rich and you want to go model and play pickleball and play tennis when you feel like it, then you should do that. Like, I would take her career. That's pretty great. But so many people were so hard on her, which is really sad. And then Vashik also is retired now. He lost the other day. So yeah, a lot of the original, or I wouldn't say original, I would just say some OG players for me that I was watching on TV when I was a little bit younger are really starting to retire. You know, the big four are pretty much gone. Novak's gonna retire soon, probably. I don't know what Milos is doing, but he's due for retirement soon, I'm sure. I don't think he wants to retire though, because every time I see an interview with him, he's like, no, I'm just rehabbing my shoulder, or I'm rehabbing my knee. So, we will see about that. You got Bianca. She pulled out. I didn't know why she pulled out. I'll have to read that. But something happened. She won her match though. So I don't know what happened there. Jeannie is going to be in tough against Benchik. Yes. We'll see. I mean, home crowd does a lot. Can give you lots of juice. So we'll see. I mean, I'll be cheering for her big. Hopefully she can do well. Regardless, it will be a good ending. Like, whenever she loses here, it will be fine, because I think she's already, I don't even think she should have, or she didn't, think she would win the other match the other night. That girl that she beat to, 86 in the world or something, 84, 83 in the world, which is pretty good. And like, everybody, at least in my household, thought that the girl that she was playing was like 16 years old, but she's actually 24. She looked like a baby. Bianca hurt her ankle on match point. Ah, gotcha. That sucks. Tennis. Mental and physical warfare every day. Wild. So, I don't know if there's anybody in here that can tell me. I know we're only 7 right now, but is this actually, like, I know Moutet endorses this, but I've been slacking when it comes to like who uses what rackets right now, just because I've been busy. But is he actually using this mold? I don't know, maybe somebody can look that up, because I'll have to know that for when I'm talking about this racket. He also just made a really good run in Washington. So I can definitely talk about that. But I'm not sure if he really does use this mold or not. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. I feel like he like literally doesn't care what he plays with. Like, you could put like any string at any tension. Like, there's just some guys that like literally don't care with what they play with. Like my doubles partner, like John, who I was just playing with in the last tournament, like he does not care. Like, he was playing with the head booms for a while, and like he's been using those for like 3 years, and like he doesn't really care to get a new racket. So when he came here to play the tournament with me, like he only had one boom because the other ones had cracked because he had them for so long and played with them for so much. And he brought out like his 2019 like speeds, like going to play like a 10K tournament. Like I was like, John, like, are you crazy? Like you should just buy new rackets before you come here. And he's like, no, I'll just string them up. Like some people just don't care, and there's guys that play pro that are like that too. And I don't know how they're like that. Like for me, like I really want to have a newly or fresh strung racket for every match. I want the racket to be in good condition. I like to have new grips. Like some guys are just not like that. Like I could have gave John, like what I was just talking about, literally any racket to play with this week, and like he would have been alright. Like he wouldn't have really cared. Like he was also playing with a couple different rackets the week leading up to it. Like I would never demo or do anything with any racket prior to a tournament. That's why I haven't made any videos, because I've been playing tournaments. So like, yeah, brutal. Osaka comeback day was crazy. Hey, I heard that. I actually had it on the TV while I was stringing a racket before this. And she split up with Patrick, which is quite interesting. I didn't think that was going to last that long, just considering how it was going, at least. Tennis nerd, May 13th, Moutet uses... Okay, interesting. So he does use this racket then. Yeah, like I said, he kind of strikes me as someone that just doesn't give a F about what he uses. How do you compare the blade with the E-Zone? I think quite different. Quite different. In the same realm, I would say, depending on your string setup, I felt like the blade was giving me a little bit more pop and power. But the E-Zone, yeah, if you like Yonex frames, I would say you would want to pick E-Zone all day. But if you lean more to a traditional feeling, you like to slice, you like to come to the net, you want to be a little bit more like, I don't know, traditional, all court, then I would say you might like the blade a little bit more. Like E-Zone, if you put a string in there, you could probably get better spin. Like if I put both, like if I put this sink in an E-Zone, I think you're talking about the E-Zone 98. Let me see. You should just new E-Zone. It depends what E-Zone you're talking about. If it E-Zone 100, different story. E-Zone 100 is so different from the E-Zone 98, like they're night and day. It's funny how that works. Like if you're comparing E-Zone 100, E-Zone 98, completely different rackets. If you're talking about Head Radical MP, Head Radical Pro, way more similar, like way closer. A lot of people, I believe, wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the Radical MP and Radical Pro, like that are just casual players. Where E-Zone 100, E-Zone 98, so different, so different. Now, of course, the MP and the Pro, they are different, but like the differences are way smaller compared to like the E-Zone, for example. Are you still rocking 44 pound tension or have you bumped it up? We were just talking about that earlier. I bumped it back up. I was playing 50 for a while, so pretty middle of the line. But as I said, like some of the kids think 50 is really high right now. Like a lot of the juniors think 50 is really high because people are trending to lower tensions. And then just this past weekend and the week prior, I was using like 52 just because it was really hot and humid. And the balls we had were kind of flying, so I just bumped up my tension a little bit. But yeah, before the temperature goes down, I'll probably stick in between that 52 range. I tend to, when I want to play matches, I'm pretty traditional. Like I like the medium tension, you know, like I would never play with anything that's 55 or higher. I feel like it would break my arm. Especially with polyester, like I like the low 50s, high 40s. Like that's my range, depending on the ball, the altitude, how I feel, my racket, the strings, whatever. But like if somebody strung my racket at 50 right now, like it's super good. But yeah, 44 is a little too low, I think, for matches for me. Yes, 98. Okay, yeah, they're definitely a lot closer than the 100 versus the blade. I prefer the blade though, but that's just me. But EZO 98 was also great. Also, what's your goal for professional tennis? Do you think you've got top 500 in you? Would love to hear how you view your ceiling potential. That's a great question. That's probably one of the better questions I've ever received in a live. So I hope you're still on because I'll answer it. So like I just said, I'm probably playing the best I've ever played right now, which is great for me. Like I won some tournaments here. I won some doubles tournaments. My goal is still to play, and like we're starting to figure that out now. Like I'm working right now and I'm playing. And it's funny because I'm working more this year than I did last year, and I'm playing way better. I was talking to like a coach of mine like this morning actually, and I was just saying that like I'm playing way better now that college is done, because like college is really fun, but it's so different. Like you don't think about yourself in a way, or you shouldn't be. It's very team oriented, so like if you lose, it's like, okay, shit, oh I lost, but like you can still win as a team, and like that's really cool. But like you can kind of lose yourself in the practices and stuff for like development and stuff, and like that happened to me, and like I was a captain, so like I couldn't think about myself, or at least it was harder to. And like now I really have some time to focus on myself. Like literally I just mean like life. So like that means my coaching, or that means when I'm going to play, it's all about me, or like if I'm going to play a tournament, I don't have to worry about the team. And it's not like I didn't like to think about the team, because I loved it. Like I loved every minute of it, but it's nice for a change. So yeah, I'm playing really well right now. So to your point, to my point, this October, it's planned that the guy that I just played doubles with in this past tournament that we won actually, which is awesome. We're going to go to Monastir for almost a month and play for a few weeks. So I'm going to try and get in for singles. I'm going to try and get in for doubles. See where it goes. I've already done 2. The first tournament I ever did, like ITF, I was happy with how I performed. I was by myself. I was jet lagged. I was really tired. I was nervous as hell. I didn't know anybody. Luckily, Carew and Felix were there, so I did know them from online, which is great. But like, I didn't have a support system or anything with me, and that's really important. And I played well at that one. The second one I did have a support group, you could say, but I played a guy that was like 300 ADP and like got destroyed. So that wasn't great, and my prep wasn't very good for that tournament either, just because it was in the off season for college, like in the November kind of period. So now I really feel like I'm not playing college. I can really like put my level up and like really prepare for these, which is nice feeling. So I don't know where my level, like, I don't know. I do know that, like, I will try as hard as I can, because, like, that's all you can do. But, like, I really want to do doubles. Like, doubles is more of my thing, I think. I've begun to realize that. Like, I played all the positions in singles at school. Like, my first year I played 6. My second year I played 4. Third year I played 3. This past year I played 1. Like, I really have had a great experience playing singles and like against a bunch of different types of players of all levels and from different parts of the world that play differently and whatever. But like, I don't know, singles can be really like, it's a mental, like, it sucks sometimes. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's not that fun. And it's not that I don't like doing it. It's just like, I don't think like I have it in me to like try and grind to be like 300 or 200 ATP in singles. I don't know that yet because I'm gonna try, but like, it is so hard. Like, and it's like, I don't want to say that tennis is not rewarding in singles, but like, it can not be. Like, especially when you're at futures, like if you're losing, like, you're done. Like, okay, you fly to Tunisia, and let's say you're only there for 1 week and you lose, like, you're there by yourself, you lose, you're in somewhere you don't even know, and it's like, that's really hard on your brain. Whereas if you're playing doubles, and if you like doubles, which I already do, I love it, it can be a lot easier because you're playing with a partner who you like. You are playing tennis, which I like. You have that support. You get to practice with someone every day that you know. Like, it's a lot easier. And I'm not shitting on singles necessarily. I'm just saying, like, why singles for me would be tougher. And I'm just guessing, really. Like, in my head, I'm leaning towards more doubles. But, like, I know, like, to get better at doubles, like, I do have to be a better singles player because both help each other a lot. Like, you know, if I'm a better singles player, I'm a better tennis player. So, you know, that will help my doubles. And if I become a better volleyer and I'm better at the net, this is just very basic in general, then I'll be better at singles. But I do think I can get there. I've always believed I, like, haven't had great, what's the word? Like, I've never been able to reach a ceiling before because of the environments I've grown up in. Like, where I'm from, we don't really have any tennis. Like, I can never play with people here because they're, quite frankly, just not good enough to play with me. So I always had to travel. So, like, that made training extremely difficult and annoying. And, like, at times, like, I was like, I don't want to play tennis anymore because, like, how am I going to play with somebody from here? It's just so annoying to have to travel. And then at school, like, it was great to be around guys that were like-minded and wanted to play. But at the same time, like, our practices weren't the greatest. Like, trying to work on things is what I mean. One sec, guys. I need to lock in. Oh, I don't know where the tie-off is for. It must be right here. Where is the tie-off for this? This is so strange. Anyway, yeah, I kind of want to answer your question, so I can just tie off after the video. Also, what's answered that? So I guess I don't know. Like, can I get to there? Yeah, I do. I do think so, especially in doubles, because I have a friend, or not a friend, but like an acquaintance, you could say, that I do know that's from our area. That played all the tournaments since I was a kid, and he's like 400, 300 HP in doubles, and I know him, and I know I could do it. So that's nice to know. I'm currently also using Extreme Pro with some weights on it. I'm not using the Extreme Pro anymore, but don't worry, I can still answer this question. But thinking about switching to the EZone 98, it somehow brings a lot more out of the box for me, easier depth. hey man, do that. If it feels better, you should do that. Just make sure you're demoing them lots and you feel good about it. Thanks for the super and thorough. I've been in the process of making a few videos myself. Oh, where did you send them to? That's one thing. People send like so much stuff to my personal Instagram or MB Tennis. Like we get a lot of DMs and like unfortunately we can't answer them all. So I'm sorry about that. And like I feel bad because like I just don't have the time. Like it might not seem like we have a lot of followers like on Instagram, but like people will still send us stuff and not follow us. Or people will send me stuff on my personal Instagram, which is not my favorite because like that's just like myself, like my own life. But yeah, guys, I'm kind of panicking because I don't know where the tie off is for this racket. Like this is insane. Like I'm gonna have to search this up. I've never had to do this. Tie off TF. What is this called? This silly racket. TFX1. TFX1. Like what the actual, guys? Insanity. It's gotta be this here. It's gotta be this. Guys, I'm not a fan of how this is looking. Well, maybe we'll just end it here and I will tie off because I won't be able to speak once I'm trying to grind this whole thing. What's my relationship like with other content creators? I have a good one with Felix. I have a good one with Beckett. I've never been able to meet Beckett in person, but we talk quite frequently actually. I've only talked with Luca like just on DMs a few times. I've never met Jonas from Tennis Nerd. I've never met Glads. I've met Karu in person. I've met Felix in person. They're nice guys. I'm trying to think of other people. I'm blanking. Yeah, absolutely. Really good sense of community. Everybody just loves tennis. Like that's the whole point. That's why everybody makes the videos, which is really cool. Obviously some of us like do better than others, but like also everybody has like a totally different life. Like for Felix, like he makes videos all the time and like he travels the world, so like his videos are way different than ours. Or like Karu does Turning Pro 30. I can't do Turning Pro 30 because right now I'm not technically a pro and I'm not 30. But like everybody's totally different. Like everybody has a different level, everybody has a different background, but we all just kind of love tennis and that's what's kind of cool. So yeah, I guess there has been a good sense of community. But yeah, I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of them. But yeah guys, I'm gonna tie this off camera just because I feel like I'm gonna be like digging into the racket and that might not be pretty. And I need to actually figure out how I'm going to do this because yeah, it's not gonna be fun. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. This is the TFX1. The video will be out on this hopefully soon. If you remember, you can ask me how the tie-off went off camera in the comments. That will be funny. That will be our little inside joke because only 9 people are on here. So guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video, next live, whatever it may be.